What's up, you? What's your YouTube? What's your Twitch? Shoot. I hope y'all having a good day. And my intro is coming up. Big, I hope everybody day going well. I hope everybody day going well because my day is going well as well. In my opinion, my day is going well. I hope y'all day going good. I hope your day going well. I hope that everybody else is having a good positive day. And everybody that, in my opinion, that what I think could be good, bad, everything between. Something like for the MCU future, I'm kind of worried about that. Kind of like DC news, talking about kind of like DC news. But I think for me, DC news, I think in my opinion, in DC future is better. And DC future, in my opinion, is a little better than Marvel future. Because then by No Way Home was good, but the thing is, like No Way Home did not give no didn't give no future stuff that could happen unless the end that came up and stuff like that. In my opinion, it didn't. And kind of like the other opinions, and kind of like in my opinion, stuff like that. Kind of things I would like to see for me, in my opinion, like time for DC and Marvel, both at the same time. It's kind of like for Marvel, I want to see how they put the Sony characters and how can I say this? How put the Sony characters? I think, in my opinion, in the movies in the MCU, because we got Spider Man there already. That's not our problem. Put Spider Man in. But other the kind of thing I want to see more that come up, in my opinion. It sounds like DC, Marvel, and stuff like that. And it sounds like for Marvel, I want to see how the X Men, how do the X Men, how do the Fox characters blend in with the MCU, with the MCU tone, match the X Men's in the comics tone and stuff like that. That's kind of my thing I'm worrying about. And it sounds like for DC, it's like I already know that DC is the DC stuff is gonna be good, in my opinion. I already know that. I already know the DC stuff is gonna be good. That's not my problem. I'm just worrying about, in my opinion, if some of the stuff that I'm worried about just might come to pass. It sounds like Jane that sound like the Doctor Strange movie. The hype might be there and stuff like that, but the thing is, when you look at the movie, it disappoints, and that's kind of like the thing that I don't want to happen, in my opinion. If y'all know why I'm talking about doing that, because when you hype for a movie and the how can I say this? How can I say that on the tone or certain stuff don't match it? If y'all know why I'm talking about time for that, sound like tone different stuff just just don't match it and stuff like that. In my opinion, the tone don't match. That that which I don't like sometimes, but it sounds like the Moon Knight show. You look at the comics in the show, it don't match it, but still it's cool. In my opinion, it's cool though. But I'm not worried about nothing bad and not like that happening. In my opinion, it could be a good thing. Could be good, bad, everything in between, which I think could be good. And some like the other things that I learned about in time for movies and shows and time for that. What I learned about, I am learning about, in my opinion, is just the Doctor Strange movie. If the movie, if the movie flops and things like that, how would the MCU rebound? And that's kind of like my thing because just I already know the DCU movies just don't do the that we still going on and stuff like that. But there with Marvel, we know Marvel like to pivot. We know Marvel like to pivot and stuff like that. Because we know Marvel like to pivot and just do everything in the timeline like that. Not do certain stuff. I think, in my opinion. Because think about if you look at it, they say the Blade movie is not gonna be on radar, which is a bad mistake in my opinion. Which a bad mistake is a bad mistake in my opinion. And kind of the other thing that I don't like is by them saying that how can I say um is by them saying that, in my opinion now. This is just my opinion. Y'all can agree with it or not. By them saying that the Blade movie will not be rated R, and plus the movie, this might hit the same. This is me, right? If I see this trailer and the tone and the tone stuff, in my opinion, is not good, so like the older Blade movie or something, or at least somewhat close to it, in time for movies and anything else like that, in my opinion. Um, because I already know like time for tone for movies and shows and stuff like that by trailers. It is a it's sometime is sometime a good indication that if the movie gonna be good, bad, and everything in between. And that just in my opinion is a good thing. Could be good or a bad thing. But time for me, right? It is what I want to see and stuff like that. It will be good. And kind of like the other stuff, if the Halo shows, which I think in my opinion end up being good, if the Halo shows still just end up being good in my opinion, I would actually give it credit, which I think in my opinion it deserves. And that's just my opinion on that. And kind of like the if y'all agree, disagree, and anything else like that. And of my opinion, if y'all agree or disagree, it's up to y'all on that. If you agree or disagree, uh, uh, if y'all if y'all agree or disagree, anything like that. But anything I'm saying, then y'all could like in my opinion, then y'all can put it on in the chat if y'all disagree. And anything I say to Marvel, DC, and things like that, or just if y'all just excited for it, if y'all excited for it, and stuff like that. If y'all excited for it, if y'all not excited for it, if y'all excited for it, then y'all can put it. If y'all excited for it or not, it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all at the end of the day. If y'all excited for the shows and movies and everything else like that, in my opinion, if y'all like it, don't like it, anything else like that, it's up to y'all on that, the judge. Something in my opinion is up to y'all to judge. If y'all like stuff, if y'all don't like it, that that just up to y'all in my opinion. And that is my opinion. And that is my opinion on the MCU overall. Because the MCU overall could be better, along with DC, it could be better as well. And that's kind of like my opinion on it. If y'all think that Marvel is good, in my opinion, if y'all think that Marvel and DC is good, right, is good, it is just good as it is, or not, it's up to y'all. Up to y'all saying in the chat or comment section after this live stream over. My opinion, stuff like that, what I think it's time for some of these movies and shows I'll be seeing. I'll be seeing too much how can I say this? Too much pandering, I think, in movies and shows. And that just my opinion. Y'all can agree or not agree, but just in my opinion, I don't think that I'm hating on that. Hating that inform, in my opinion. I don't think I am. And kind of like for me, right? And kind of like the stuff that I want to see, like for, in my opinion, the stuff like that, in my opinion, of in my opinion, right? Of my opinion, is what I think could be good or a bad thing. The stuff could be good or the stuff could be bad. But the kind of stuff I'm worrying about is if this movie right here just trying to move the if this kind of movie Doctor Strange and stuff like that. And for the Doctor Strange movie, I think could be a good movie. It could be. And that is my opinion. I think the movie could be good, but I'm just worried about the story and the script. That's it. That's what I'm worried about. Because like the scenes and stuff look good. The scenes and stuff look good. That's not my problem. My problem is that we all know at the end of the day, if the story and script is bad, it's over. The movie, in my opinion, is gonna suck if the thing not good. And that just me in my opinion. Y'all can try to say I'll hate it, but that's what we all know that I'm not. And we gotta and such we got an article just for 10 hours ago from the direct article is out. And plus I got one from IGN.com for an hour ago. And Kevin Feige is plans to 2032. God, dope. 10 years? That. So they're playing a whole lot of stuff. Could be good or a bad thing, but I think it's actually could be good for us. For me, sure, they could be a good thing, but for other people, think it might not be a good thing. But for me, I think it is. I think it is, in my opinion, a good thing. And kind of like the stuff I'm worrying about for me, for this Marvel stuff is is like Marvel don't. How can I say this? Marvel don't try to, in my opinion, go by the storylines and stuff like that. In my opinion, that's just me. Because they don't try to go by the storylines and stuff like that in the comics, and they don't some of the time. That's what I seen. Sound like you go on one division, those are not even good, in my opinion. And Doctor Strange, 56 minutes ago, from Wong revealed something. Revealed his X-Men's crossover hopes. Okay. It's two articles. It's two articles from the direct that I am reading. Two of them. Hello? And kind of like for me, hello, hello. Kind of, kind of like for me, in my opinion, on stuff like that, what I think could help everybody, everything else like that. It sounds like Tone. It's like for Tone. Because everybody was saying, tone this, tone that, tone this, tone that. It's me. I don't care about tone most of the time. It's like for me, most of the time that I'm worrying about, in my opinion, I'm just worrying about if the movie gonna be good, and stuff like that. I worry about movies, I worry about shows, I worry about movies, shows, and everything else in my opinion. Because the thing about it is like I'm not really worrying about uh, who's playing the characters and stuff like that. Because the thing about it, like we all know and stuff like that, that they supposed to be playing good characters and bad and stuff like that. But everybody, in my opinion, don't follow the same things and stuff like that. In my opinion, they don't. But the thing about for me, right, and stuff like that, if y'all want me to do a Johnny Depp Amber Heard stream, I will do that. If y'all want me to do that, just talking about my opinion, just what I think and stuff like that. In my opinion, if y'all want to do a separate stream for that, I will do that if y'all want me to. But kind of like the stuff that I like and stuff like that. In my opinion, that's sure I might like it, y'all might like it and stuff like that. If y'all want to do it, just put it in a chat and anything else like that. But the kind of thing, but the kind of stuff I'm worried about, time for the MCU is like the MCU is moving away. What made it the MCU is, in my opinion, just getting the essence of the characters right. That is me. If you could get the essence of the character right, in my opinion, then you could, and then you could, in my opinion, make good movies and shows without worrying about politics. This is me. I like the shows. I like movies. That's what, in my opinion, in my opinion, sometimes when that the MCU put politics in the movies, I think, in my opinion, that will make it bad for some people. Because, in my opinion, if you make a good story, if you can weave it in good, I'm cool with it. And so I'm cool with it if they can do it. And let's share the screen from the MCU stuff. There's 2 articles that we got to do. And that's right here. And let's try to read this article or stuff like that. In my opinion. Let's read the article. Let's read the article. Because article stuff is good. With which kind of thing, in my opinion, it could be good or it could be a bad thing. Because like the stuff, because stuff I think could be good, but everybody think that could be a bad thing. But everybody different though. But just in my opinion, stuff like that, I think the Marvel Phase 5 might be in trouble without No Way Home. Take out the movie No Way Home. Shang-Chi was a cool movie. It was a cool movie. I think, in my opinion, it was a cool movie. It was a cool movie. Let me see. WandaVision, nah. Loki show was good. It's better than WandaVision. Falcon on the Winter Soldier is better than WandaVision. All the shows is better than WandaVision. The only show barely beat it is Hawkeye. In my opinion, it is. You can't kind of like everybody different time for that. But that just me. That just me in my opinion and stuff like that. But shucks. I think WandaVision is an overrated show. It is. Y'all can try to fight it, everything else like that. Because think about it, it is people calling WandaVision a masterpiece. And that show is not a masterpiece. It's a good show. But that's what, in my opinion, it wouldn't be considered a masterpiece in my opinion. It's not. And kind of like the stuff that you try to tell people a reason with the MCU fan that is showing out a masterpiece, that they were trying to argue with it. But the same thing is, when you bring up other movies for other companies, they just hate on it. I think, in my opinion, they hate on other movies that's better than the other movies and shows that's better than WandaVision. But that just me, in my opinion. But everybody different. You think you could, think you can't. And kind of like the one thing that I worry about. And kind of like the one thing that I worry about time for movies and shows and stuff like that. Time for movies, shows, everything else like that. It's like I'm worrying about Deadpool future. I'm worrying about Blade future in MCU after this one movie, because we all know once the DCU show a powerful character, is that the MCU always dumb it down or some kind of, or just trying to just try to put that character out the movie for a while, just by script doing or something like that. But that just means my opinion about it. That's what I think. It's an MCU Phase 5's retreat for the next decade of movies. While Marvel seems to be commonplace in recent years, it takes years for those seeds to start to sprout. For a Doctor Strange into the Multiverse, his theaters, or Moon Knight beginning to streaming on Disney Plus. They go through the extensive production process before that. They get to title card at phase announcement. This is what fans see. Okay. Oh yeah, because I already know that companies go through all these phases and stuff like that. If they make changes, they just do it. The years leading to those. Oh, shucks, come on. Oh. To the leading up to the sense of patience. And revealing layers of patience and Marvel Studio Parliament. And kind of like they say, every couple of years they lay out a blueprint for the entire franchise we've ventured into. Even with 14 years of story or under his belt, you still know he's excited now as he was on day one. Okay, that's good to see. That's good to see. That is good to see, in my opinion. But everybody different on that. That is good to see. That's real good to see. And when the calendar had debuted, just every project 2019, which Expo, the next approaching prominent RA vision, what phase 5 and beyond will bring. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I am real good with that. That long as you got everything planned out, I'm cool. Marvel Studios 10-year plan. Oh no. No, the Eternals. I I think they might use the Eternals to bring the X-Men. Kevin Feige, if you make your Eternals too, the first movie was long but cool, but kind of boring at some point. But that's just me. If you told me 10 years ago we weren't alone, let alone to this extent, I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised. But come on, Tony Stark's final words in the video game never been more relevant. Speaking at CinemaCon, okay, the great book, Hollywood Reporter, Marvel President Kevin Feige himself, and other studio figureheads just returned from the first in 3 years. This particular retreat included giant board to the next decade and the Marvel films. Okay. And Feige continued by praising Black Panther, what kind of forever. Just the Rocket is working very hard on November sequel. Okay. Marvel Mastermind also noted that past December, Spider-Man No Way Home restored full confidence in MCU market potential. Come on now, Kevin Feige, I like you, but we all know that without Toby and Andrew being there, that movie would not have made $1 billion plus. In my opinion, it would. That's just my opinion on it. If y'all think I'm wrong, then y'all can put it. Then y'all can try to put it. If y'all trying to say I'm wrong, that without Andrew Spider-Man and Toby Spider-Man being a No Way Home, then that will still make $1 billion plus. Then y'all, like in my opinion, is being too biased. Because you look at the tone of the first half, it was cool. But other movie, the second half of the movie, to the middle, to somewhere in the middle, beginning middle to the end, it made the movie better when you bring in the Snowy Villains and Spider-Man, and that just me, and that is me in my opinion. If y'all new to the chat, just like the video, just follow me. If y'all on Twitch and y'all on YouTube, just like the video and just comment. If y'all got any questions, anything like that on Twitch or YouTube, if you got any questions, then y'all can type it in the chat. Okay. Wait a minute. 2020. Wait a minute. Now they're dropping 9. Oh yeah. 2020, 2021. That wasn't a lot of stuff. Okay. Phase 4 had mostly featured mostly reactionary tales to the aftermath of the Endgame. Okay. Because we know that the War Machine show is coming. Oh, it's coming. But like different though, but it's coming. And Secret War, Secret Invasion is coming. Oh man. Sure, that look good. I like. I think that opinion of this definition of Marvel is that the only thing that I'm worried about is the story. Is that we all know time for storylines and everything else like that. Oh, what's up, Philip? If you got and kind of like for the next 10 years, I don't think that Marvel got a concrete plan. In my opinion, because they might if y'all did and for the MCU fans should know after She-Hulk show, people not hyped for that. Moon Knight show, good. That's what people not really hype enough on Moon Knight. And in the Moon Knight show, it's way better than WandaVision. It's way better than WandaVision in my opinion. But the WandaVision fans might go out to me and say I'm just hating on the show and stuff like that because the hype everything else like that. That's just me. That just me in my opinion is what I think. But everybody in my opinion just might think I'll be hating. But that's what for me, I'll be hating on it like that. What's up?
What's up, man?
That sound like everybody is hype up just on Doctor Strange based on cameos that's not really confirmed and stuff like that. And just and for the whole lot of people is gonna be disappointed if half the cameos is not in this movie.
Let's see. MCU first. What you say again?
That it's gonna be like a whole lot of disappointed people it half of the cameos that people hype for, it is not in that movie.
Mm. Cameos. Like, what does that supposed to mean?
That because you remember like the Wolverines, people people like expecting Storm, Cyclops, they're from the Fox universe and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They cross over into the MCU, and and half of them cameos wasn't even confirmed yet, and some people is just running with it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my problem. That because they're gonna run with some type of um expectations there for Wolverine to come inside Doctor Strange, everything like that. If they don't see him, they're gonna be mad.
All right. Hmm. Wait. So dang. Um. So like the faith. Hmm. Hmm. None of them like the S-Mans or like the Spider-Mans is not gonna be in the cameo, something like
You
that.
know that the only one I heard of just was Professor Xavier, and that's the only one that was kind of like confirmed based on the interview that was online. That's the only one that was confirmed, and everybody is hyping up the Wolverine cameo too, and that wasn't even confirmed.
Mm-mm.
And we don't even know if Iron Man is gonna be in this movie because we seen like
Oh.
the
Oh.
Iron Man,
Okay. I see what you're talking about now.
because we see the Iron Man drones, but the thing is, knowing like the MCU,
Hmm.
that might not be Iron Man. That could be like Doctor Doom controlling Iron Man stuff just from a whole nother Earth.
I heard about like a Illuminati control him.
Yeah, that because you look at the trailer, it seemed like his face was shocked when he heard Professor Xavier face on voice.
Be, well, I think like it. I think like Iron Man should be in Doctor Strange cameo because like the events are gonna be over with in like phase 5 because like now we got like Doctor Strange like the Iron Man of the MCU though.
Oh,
Don't we have like a Captain America of the MCU, another Captain America of the MCU, or like what?
that Anthony Mackie Falcon is a new Captain America.
Oh, okay. No, nah.
But then my opinion is like I think Anthony Mackie might need to take that super soldier serum because you know the people that coming in
Mm-hmm.
got powers, then he gotta need some type of edge. Because you see Bucky just be struggling, and he got a serum himself.
Yeah, yeah. Now, that villain Captain America, that villain
Yeah.
Captain America, you know where to go to, like you know where to go to, like that have you seen have you seen the comic book like the Dark Avengers though?
Oh
That gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
that gonna be
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah. That they got Ancient Walker. They got Black Widow's sister as part of it, and for they could be bringing just some other heroes too. But the thing is like I know the MCU won't do that in the comics because the last time I was hoping the MCU do that in the comics as well as like WandaVision, um, because they brought in her brother up in one division show, and I was expecting Professor Xavier to come inside and at least help Wanda with her mind and stuff like that, help with the time. That because like Professor Xavier just wouldn't have sit by and just let Wanda take over her time, or not even Doctor Strange just would have did that. He would have helped Wanda get just over her just her grief. But the big old director that did it said he didn't want nobody. He didn't want Doctor Strange saving the town, nothing like that, because some kind of political stuff, which I didn't like.
No, man.
And some people call it a masterpiece, which I don't agree with, because they call WandaVision a masterpiece show. I say, y'all got to be one of them crazy MCU fans to call that show a masterpiece.
Now one visual like a recap though. It was so boring though I stopped watching though because I told myself when I started on season 5 I ain't gonna watch it though, but I watched all the way through. I said man, this show nothing but recap anyway though. It was boring though.
Yeah, that because you look at the comments compared to the show, Professor Xavier puts me in there, Magneto puts me in there. They didn't even try to bring in some of the other characters that was upper her comic books.
I you know that like that devil in the comic book though, Mephisto, something like that.
Yeah.
He supposed to be in there, but they said like on YouTube that like that he controlled by vision or something like that.
Mm-hmm. But the thing about for me though, it's like you should have brought Mephisto in this, because that would have been just a good twist to the show, because like everybody could be thinking that it was Wanda that was doing it, but just at the end it could have been twisted saying that it was Mephisto just manipulating everybody into doing his bidding, and that could have been a good turn right there.
Huh?
Yeah, they could have used Mephisto just for a twist and turn inside the show, just instead of Wanda controlling the time. It could have been him doing it the whole time.
Yeah, doing that, but dude, and then like I saw like one of the bits like like one of his like control people's mind though, and that the witch villains like I did not like the villain in the One Division though. I think the villain was so lazy though.
That they could have had that witch working for Mephisto as some kind of behind the scenes, because like Darkseid just had people working for him that's powerful.
Yeah,
they could have been showing Agatha reporting to him,
and that would make more sense though.
Yeah. And they gotta make her have a show, which don't make no sense for me, because the thing about for me it's like Agatha having a show just don't make sense. Unless you turn her good or something like that. That's the only way it makes sense.
Because like what's Marvel movie did like you ever seen Marvel movies like on Disney Plus?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the one I seen was Internals, and that movie was long.
I'm talking like on Disney Plus though. On Disney Plus, like Winter Soldier, WandaVision,
Oh yeah.
Loki,
That oh yeah. I saw those. That the best one on there is Winter Soldier.
and
It
Falcon.
yeah, Falcon. Falcon Winter Soldier the best one so far. Besides Moon Knight is the second. And third is Loki. That because the Moon Knight show the Moon Knight show is like solid show that I wasn't expecting much from. But the show is actually good though if you look at it. The because you look at the WandaVision show supposed to be like a big event with the X-Men and everybody in it. But the person that made the show say he didn't even read the comics. I see. That's why I was mad. I said, come on, if you would have read the comics, then you would have bring in some of the X-Men and Brotherhood inside that show.
Yeah. But don't best I saw like Winter Soldier and Falcon and like Loki to me was kind of alright though, but ain't bad than like Winter Soldier though, because when I saw Loki, I had like one problem though with Loki though, and it's the time traveling though. I don't feel with the time travel because think about it. Throw move from the comic though, right? And so like think about it though. Like Loki meet Thor for the first time though. And then like like it won't make sense though. Like Thor meeting Loki again though. It won't make no sense because like his brother got killed though. So like that.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make no sense though.
Yeah. That like for him, for Loki, I probably went to the future and meet Thor. The present Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you try to go to the past, that won't make no sense.
Yeah.
And sound like the MCU, the MCU show just that contradict itself in WandaVision because you look at Ultron, right? So the Avengers at Age of Ultron. WandaVision, how can I say this? WandaVision and Quicksilver Origins said they was experimenting on, and they got powers. And kind of like the other stuff, it seemed like it kind of like change it just for the show in WandaVision. How you feel about that?
Wait, what was your question again?
That how you feel about Marvel changing the origin of this and Wanda just from the movie to the show?
Wait, we talking about like Doctor Strange movie, right?
Yeah.
Well, to me, I think they should go to the comic book of WandaVision, but at the same time, people might get confused though about like which Wanda is Wanda though.
Yeah, because you go to the movie and stuff like that, Age of Ultron, that's how some of the mutants was created just by the government. Because you look at Wolverine was created just by the government, just by the claws and stuff, and plus just the enhancements. They should have stick with that time for the show.
Yeah.
But the thing, in my opinion, is that what happened when you hire directors that just don't look at your movies and expect the right stuff themselves.
To me, I might to me like I would watch Doctor Strange though, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. Once people watch Doctor Strange, it gonna be
Yeah.
like some problem with the movie though. Will make no sense
Mhm.
about the time traveling, about like what's his name? About dang, what's
They got
Xavier. Xavier.
yeah, Professor Xavier.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the movie might be good though, but it gonna have some problems though.
Yep. And kind of like the thing, time for me and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I start doing review for this movie and stuff like that, knowing me,
Mm-hmm.
and people don't like me, just being objective about the MCU. Because thing is, it's like, you can find one problem in a movie doing the MCU, and they would call you an MCU hater. I say, I like the movie. I give the movie a B plus,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all still telling me that I'm an MCU hater. I said, come on, because you got to be able to just to spot the problems inside your own movies.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Because thank you, man. Because because like I was on Instagram, right, and then like
Yeah,
I was there I was having like a debate with this dude about Thanos though. He
yeah.
said he said like that Thanos is like the best the best
No,
MCU villains though. And I said
no,
what?
no. The best MCU villain was Killmonger. Was the best one based on villain for villain. What he did to the movie, Killmonger, Black Panther was the best villain, and plus Avengers, Loki. The Avengers Loki and Killmonger is just the two best villains. Thanos was a good villain, but the thing is like we never seen him just did more villain stuff.
Nah,
We
man.
didn't see him show up. We saw him show up and beat up Hulk
And,
most of the
and,
time. That's it.
yeah. And Gang Thanos was and Gang Thanos was better than Infinity War Thanos because like
Yeah.
that Infinity War Thanos was not in the comic book though.
Mm-hmm.
He
That,
was not in the comic book. He was so trash though. And pe- and
but
people and pe- and you know what's sad about though? People hate Endgame, but they love Infinity War though. Like that
I
don't make no
don't
sense
get it.
though.
That because you look at tone and stuff like that. That
Mhm,
on the tone for the comic books
mhm,
match Endgame. Look at tone for comic books. Tone
yeah,
for comic books are higher look and stuff like that.
mhm,
It matched Avengers Endgame and not Infinity War.
mhm.
If Infinity War had good parts to the movie, everything was like that. It
Yeah,
had good
like
fights. It had good fights and stuff.
yeah.
But the thing I'm worrying about in the movie that I was mad about
Mhm.
in Infinity War Endgame, it said, what was Adam Warlock? Because it's like we know that Adam Warlock would not have stand there and just let Thanos snap his fingers. He would have been fighting Thanos first, even
Mhm.
before he
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah, because because like dude, like I get this like it's a Disney movie, but
Mhm.
I know the snap was in the comic book, but that to me that was so dumb though. That was so dumb. That was to me though.
Yeah,
Like I get it's in the comic book though, like Mattel snap though, but that was so dumb though to me though.
yeah. Because you look at it, j- just when Adam Warlock was there,
Yeah,
he never snapped his finger though. In the
yeah.
comic book, just when Adam Warlock was there, it just after he left that and that would feel fair to realize Adam Warlock is Thanos' kryptonite. The time for fights and comic books and stuff like that. Because you look at it, Adam Warlock had used Thanos' philosophy against him and beat him in the comic books. If this was a DC, if this an Endgame was a DC movie,
This huh?
people would have been hating on it and said it was bad, it's too dark,
Mhm.
everything like that. But then since it's a Marvel movie, everybody looking. I said, y'all do know that up in Zack Snyder Justice League, is that dark side was always dark side throughout the whole movie. He didn't change and nothing like that. His personality didn't change or nothing. Dark side was dark side.
Yeah.
Because you look at the flashpoints in Zack Snyder Justice League, dark side even made Superman change. I say, damn, God, he can do that.
Yeah.
Thanos ain't nothing.
But yeah, but like that but him out like but think about Pete. But think about this. Think about let's say let's say if though if is that Snyder was the director of Infinity War, people would hate though. But him out if the Russo guy direct Infinity War, people
Yeah.
would love it though.
But you look at the tone of Zack Snyder Justice League and stuff like that,
Yeah,
that should have been the tone of this Infinity War. That should have been the tone.
yeah.
Seriousness, gloomy, and fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But the things, in my opinion, is
But
like,
they gotta make money though.
but that's dumb. But that's
Yeah.
dumb because things for me is like, don't make a comic book movie then.
Mm-hmm.
Just make a different story or something else. Because you doing comic book stuff, try to make it close to it. Close to the comics, everything, essence of the comics. But we know the MCU don't do that. Because you look at Peacemaker, Peacemaker is like close to the comic books.
Oh, I haven't seen Peacemaker yet. I haven't seen it though.
Oh yeah, the Peacemaker so good.
Wow.
If you look at Peacemaker, you will be very disappointed in WandaVision. Just by the movie just by the money and hype they put into WandaVision and stuff like that. Peacemaker is miles better than in WandaVision and Hawkeye. And but the Hawkeye show disappointed me in a way.
Hawkeye show. I haven't seen though. I haven't seen though.
Um,
I haven't seen the Hawkeye show.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say nothing else.
Yeah. But don't move. I watched like Spider Man the new movie though.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like
Dude,
that movie.
that one the best movie ever though in Spider Man verse man.
That sound like, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
if you take out Toby and take out Andrew, that movie do not make over $1 million.
Yep. But him out. Think about dude. If they had like Kingpin though, and like
Oh
Venom,
yeah.
they would make
I
money
was
though. Kingpin and Venom.
I was hoping that for the third Spider-Man movie
Mm-hmm.
is that they could have had Kingpin up in the background, just try to catch Spider-Man and kill him or something like that in the background, or something like that, or just have Venom, or just just that Earth Rhino and plus Shocker working together just to kill Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and that would have been good. It sound like the video game because you made a video game like with Spider-Man just had to fight Rhino and different people at the same time, and that would have been good to see up in Tom Holland version.
All right, but I do have like one problem with the Spider-Man movie is about like like Tom like punched the Green Goblin though. It
Yeah,
should have been like Tobey Maguire though.
that because that last fight in between that Green
Yeah.
Goblin
It
that
should have been
killed
Tobey
Ant-Man,
Maguire. Yeah.
that should have been Toby fighting him.
Yeah.
Because you look at it,
Because not Tom though.
yeah, not Tom.
That was to me that was like weak and lazy because like when Green Goblin like stabbed Tobey Maguire, they should
Yeah,
Green Goblin should talk to Tobey Maguire though. I don't know
yeah.
why they cut that out though.
That you could, because you look at it, because you know that Green Goblin wouldn't have fight Toby because he know Toby is big just like him and powerful and tough for fight. because he sees Tom Holland just as a small little boy, and he pick on him because you saw that fight inside the movie that on the stairs and stuff. It, that like Green Goblin just was slamming Tom Holland um down the stairs and stuff like that. He was slamming him, body slamming him. I said, oh, so because we know the Green Goblin wouldn't been doing that to Toby, just body slamming him and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The man who invented the hat. Yeah, we're Freckle, and we say you're the tyrant now.
Because like the other stuff that I be worrying about time for Marvel, that's like it's something like for the Blade movie. Because they say the Blade movie won't be rated R, and kind of like in my opinion, if you step inside Marvel,
wait. Have you saw Moon Knight?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at that.
Do.
Which episode you on, the last one?
But yeah, to be honest, like I don't think. Well, to be honest, like I don't think like I'm not gonna watch it because like, it's not rated R, or like is it rated R or not?
No, you got to look at that on that Moon Knight show, because the Moon Knight show might be connected to Blade or something, the Midnight Suns with Ghost Rider, everybody like that.
Yeah. So wait, is it like rated R or like still PG?
It sounds like a PG-13 that show blood.
Oh, it do?
Yeah. A certain scenes that show blood.
Oh man, I thought it put like rated R though, because someone did. I was about to watch it though.
Now, it supposed to be rated R, but you know how this putting on Disney Plus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That the parents be like you're playing it. So this me. Yeah. Just watch your kids. Or just put a block on certain stuff on your kids' TV and say they can't look at it. Duh. That's basically rule 101.
Yeah.
Just put a block on your kids' stuff when it just can't find it. Because we all know that. That's common sense though.
Yeah. But the how's Moon Knight?
Oh yeah, the Moon Knight show good. The Moon Knight show, it's a pretty good show. That to be like I'm a new hero that's I kind of knew about. It's good though. That because you look at the special effects and stuff like that, it's actually good. Because the special effects in the fights, it's not bad though. The because like the people that fans of the other Marvel shows that don't like Moon Knight, they would say it's bad, but the thing is, they're not coming from some kind of objective place just by judging the show. Because you look at it, if they get another season, because you look at it in the future, the Moon Knight character supposed to be like the Marvel Batman, as they say. He supposed to be the Marvel Batman. But this Moon Knight got different personalities. But you probably got to look at the show for you to get it. That because the hero origin is kind of like how can I say, it's complicated. Unless you look at the show somewhat, if you new to him. Because like the new people that I know that look at the show, they kind of like it this time. And have you heard the news about the new Power Ranger news when it might be about?
I heard Netflix about to do a cinematic universe though.
Oh yeah, because they say the Power Rangers might be in some kind of quantum realm or something like that. That something like be able to travel back in time and save somebody or some kind of world or travel in space. Because think about it, it is traveling in space. That means that means that it's two teams that the Netflix universe might be doing the Mighty Morphin / Turbo. No, not Turbo, but Lost in Space team with Andros and all of them. Because you remember like the Lost in Space team and if they try back in time, should they probably can meet the Time Force team too. If some of the old actors come back.
Don't put the only Power Rangers I saw is like on Nickelodeon.
Oh, you saw Beast Morphin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that one. I like that one. I like Beast Morphin and Dino Fury. Those two is good. And Netflix got Dino Fury too, all 2 seasons. And they got Mighty Morphin, I think, too. Because they need to bring back all the prominent shows on Netflix. I think, in my opinion, if they gotta have the whole Power Rangers universe, everything like that, they just put it all back on Netflix. I think, in my opinion.
But how they like Netflix still losing money though?
Oh no, it just like people. I think, in my opinion, who just ain't paying for that month,
Mm-hmm.
but they might pay for next month. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
like some people cancel that month, and then for next month,
Oh.
they get back on it.
Oh, yeah. Because people say like Netflix lose money. Because like Netflix don't want to share password though. That why they unsubscribe for it though.
But you need a password to get inside your account. That's easier.
Hmm. Yeah.
that that if somebody just won't hack your account, that's kind of the safest thing to do is put a password inside your Netflix. That's
Yeah.
what that's common sense in my opinion. And Hulu, I'm not even getting Hulu. Because you look at Hulu, it's just like a waste of time unless you getting it like how can I say this? Hulu, I think, a waste of time unless you just looking at for sports. That's it.
And do like and do don't forget like Amazon. Amazon is trash though to me though.
Yeah,
Amazon is trash though to me.
I just look at Amazon just for the boys during that time or some kind of Lord of the Rings shows was coming out for it. I'm just praying that it's a show good because then if the show good, I might get it.
Yeah.
And plus I got Paramount Plus. What I got Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And I looking at Halo. The Halo show is not bad,
I saw
but
don't I see like it's like one season though, because like I heard people calling like it's bad though because like don't reveal ourselves like K dot don't reveal ourselves like K dot and like MSK like bashing Hello though.
that
That's the only bit
no that, that they're just saying that the Halo show is not bad, but the thing is, like what companies make a show,
Mhm.
they try to make it for the general audience to be able to understand for the first season. You know what I mean? Because you got to kind of like dumb down the show, for the general audience people to be able to understand it the first season. Because you remember like anime, the first season is just like world building most of the time, like in anime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's world building the first season, and for the second season, that way everything take off by near the first season, the end of the first season into the second season. That way everything take off and just get better.
Mhm.
Uh, because the thing about it, if you look at some of the best shows, some of the best shows first seasons wasn't the best. It was like second or third seasons when the show just get better. Because you look at Halo, Halo got a whole bunch of lore where they just can do.
I'm gonna be on like I never I'm not like a big fan of Halo though,
Mm-hmm.
but I saw the games. I never played the games, but I saw the games though. Like
Yeah, that on
YouTube.
the game movies. That's why I look at some of the game movies that be
Yeah,
online.
yeah,
I look at that.
yeah. But I'm not a big fan of Halo though.
That on the Halo show, it's not bad though. It's not a bad show. It's just like this Halo show they got Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
They got to dumb it down just for the general audience to be able
Yeah.
to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what as gamers we understand the lore that is behind, behind the games as gamers. But the thing is, the general audience might not understand it, and you got to dumb it down for them.
And, yeah, and plus the right the writer don't the writer said like he never like watched the Halo or played the games though. And I told like fine with that and okay with that, but it's just Paramount Plus. It's Paramount fault who
Yeah,
hired them anyways though.
yeah, because things like Paramount Plus got original movies going on there too, and
Uh-huh.
original shows,
Mhm.
and they got new Star Trek show going on there, and plus show. I'm waiting.
Oh, oh, the reason why I got Paramount Plus is because like South Park and
Oh
like
yeah,
like this I thought Sonic 2 gonna be on Paramount Plus though, but it didn't though.
that sound like the originals sound like if the Halo thing take off,
Mhm.
I think the other video game franchises might be coming up. I think sound like Tom Clancy might be coming up. Call of Duty might be getting a series or a movie or something like that. Because these other studios is gonna be trying to uh, uh you know mark the Paramount Plus formula there for Halo. Because think about it, if you look at the some of the best shows, I think in my opinion, the first season never just were the best of most good shows. The first season been like average to good. That been like the second or third seasons that end up being better. That after the world building. And most people, in my opinion, don't like patience. Because you got to be able to have patience doing movies and stuff like that. You got to have patience, and that what most people forget. You got to have patience just dealing with these stuff. Because you look at anime,
Mm-hmm.
One Piece got better the longer that you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
The more episodes you look at, the better the show got, and put the better that the characters got. Just with character on development. And everybody been mad at Halo because he took off his helmet. I'm looking at that. I say, why you mad the man took off his helmet? Because he got to take off his helmet to go inside base and stuff like that in Halo. Because we seen that in video games. Like he took out his helmets before.
Like what about Iron Man though?
Iron Man take off his helmets too.
Oh yeah. No, nobody complained about that though.
No, I don't get how do you not complain about Robbie Downey Jr. just not wearing his suit the most in the movie, but you complain about
Oh,
Halo suit.
Captain America too. What about the mask though?
Oh yeah, the Captain America
Yeah,
he had to tell his mask.
yeah, like yeah. But I'm talking about like the whole movie though.
Oh yeah, I want that. I would have kept
Yeah,
that mask on.
yeah, sometimes in the movie he had his mask though, but sometimes in the movie he don't have his mask on.
I think that just be editing sometime the Marvel be doing.
Yeah.
I think they'd be editing or something like that.
Yeah. And what about Thor? What about Thor though?
Yeah,
He supposed to have a helmet though.
he's supposed to have a mask on too in a helmet.
Mm.
But shoot, he don't wear it.
Nobody complained about that though.
I don't get how you complain about a villain character named Master Chief who got to take off his helmet as a soldier just to get inside his base. But you don't complain about none of the MCU characters that are supposed to keep on their masks just just by fighting crime and stuff, and nobody says nothing. But the thing for me is, as long as you bring it up that on somebody else's channel that's like a MCU fan, but they come up with all kinds of excuses. They come with excuses all day.
Yeah. And think about nobody. Think about what about the Spider-Man suit though? Nobody complained about the Spider-Man suit though.
No, no, because you look at the Spider-Man suits and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is like he supposed to make his own suits.
Mm-hmm.
And he has Tony's suit, but the thing for me, like, if I was Tom Holland, I probably would have tried to make changes just to the Iron Spidey suit. Just make it better.
Mm-hmm. And think about it. And think no even think about it, even nobody complained about Thanos though in the Infinity War though.
No,
when Thanos in the comic supposed to kill though, and not care about his daughter though. That Thanos in the comic supposed to kill and don't care though.
yeah, because you look at Infinity War, it seemed like he wanted to cry. I said, how in the world do we got?
I like that's not Thanos though. Thanos don't cry though.
He wanted, he finna cry. This me. I'm looking at that. I said, wait a minute now. He don't cry. He probably would have laughed.
Mm-hmm.
He probably would have laughed and say, good day, and just kill her and keep going and get that stone. Because the thing about it, if you look at it, Thanos had wanted to oppress death, the woman death. And think about for me, right? If Deadpool coming into the universe, that means that Thanos coming as well. That because we know that that Deadpool is coming, and mark my words, and Deadpool 3 might be PG-13, and do not be surprised if Deadpool 3 is PG-13. That because in my opinion, if anybody else just try to say that they was predicting that Deadpool could be PG-13, no, they wasn't, because they were all the channels that I'll be seeing, that so-called comic book channels I'll be seeing, it is like they would keep on saying that Disney would keep it at rated R. But in my opinion, I think that Disney is bold enough to just to keep Deadpool at hard PG-13, in my opinion. And nobody that's an MCU fan, I think most of the general audience will not be complaining. But that was the DC character, it would have been mad.
Is it? Yeah. Is that exactly, man?
Because it seemed like that they got higher standards for DC than for Marvel. Because think about, for me, if you had the same kind of standard you have for DC movie for Marvel movies, and they would have been complaining about Thanos up in the trailer. Because you look at the end of the Infinity War trailer or something like that, the first one, I think that just with Captain America was holding back Thanos' hand, I said Thanos wouldn't have had no trouble knocking out Captain America up in the comic books. But just in the movie, he's struggling to hold his hand. I say, that's not the Thanos I know or see in the comic books. And that's just my opinion on that.
Yeah, too. And think about people complain about Superman, but they don't say nothing about Thor though. Thor, huh?
Because you look at Superman and the Man of Steel, right?
Mhm.
At least Superman still was saving people.
At least he was serious then. Not a
Yeah,
joke though.
yeah, he was serious and he was saving people. Unlike Thor, his other two movies, he wasn't saving nobody but himself.
Mm.
That and he's supposed to be a king because you know you're supposed to be the next king. You're supposed to think about others before yourself.
Mm.
And
Mm.
and he passed the king duties down the backry, and that would never happen in the comic books. That
Yeah.
never would have happened in the comic
Nah,
books.
bro. But him out like to me like in Endgame, Fat Thor was kind of funny to me. Fat Thor
Yeah,
was kind of funny though. That's to me though.
but that, but like kind of like my problem with that is
Mhm.
like Thor not supposed to be fat though.
But that was fun. That was fun. Like when he put when he like point his finger to the board though, and
Yeah,
talking about that stuff.
yeah. Because you look at Thor: Love and Thunder,
Mm-hmm.
he lost that weight seemed like in less than a day
Mm.
or a week or something like that.
Yeah.
That and kind of like my thing, like in Endgame, right? If he could lose
Mhm.
weight that fast, then that means that he could have lost it in 2 days up in Endgame, and that don't make sense because you look at that it's kind of like story conflicts if you look at it. That because they said like Thor got fat in 5 years, but that's what in Love of Thunder he lost it in less than a week.
Dude, have you saw, have you saw the Legion scene of Endgame when Iron Man yelling at Doctor Strange though?
Oh yeah.
That the lead scene when Iron Man yelling at Doctor Strange, but
Oh
they should have
yeah.
kept that in the movie.
Yeah. That but we know that Marvel like to kick out some of the best scenes
Mhm.
sometimes. I see. You kept this jokey scene in the movie, but this serious scene is much better to make your movie flow much better, and you kept the other one. I say it's always Disney that like for the Marvel movies.
Mhm.
I do not think that Ghost Rider is coming anytime soon
Mhm.
because we know how Disney is.
Mhm.
That because like everybody is getting hyped for Ghost Rider might be coming.
Mhm.
That's what this means. If Ghost Rider didn't came by the time Moon Knight came out, I say, shucks, y'all might be waiting another 2 or 3 years just for just for a Ghost Rider to come out. And because the thing about it is like we don't even got a Wolverine yet inside the Doctor Strange movie.
They might make Ghost Rider PG though.
And that's not good because you look at Ghost Rider, it's a rated R character. He's not a PG character.
And he may have fired though because like if they put like Ghost Rider PG and he may have fired, that wouldn't make no sense though.
Yeah. That because you look at the Ghost Rider stuff, everything else like that, which I don't which I don't agree with Ghost Rider being PG-13, but that's what if they make it hard PG-13 sound like pushing a buttons, I mean uh or just make it like TV or PG-14 or something like that, or at least like PG-14 or something like that to make it close the rated R, and that will make it palatable just for Ghost Rider fans. And people just will hate on me just for saying that is that the MCU right now phase 4 is not a success right now. It sounds like a failure based on the standards just the MCU has set. It's just like average right now. It's average. It's not like real good, but it's average good because you take out No Way Home and you take out Falcon plus the Winter Soldier and Loki. oh, this phase is a failure if you take out those three. Because you take out No Way Home, the big one, and plus you take out Falcon, and plus the Winter Soldier and Loki. It's bad. It's bad. Because you heard about the Black Adam movie.
Black Hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
so
heard.
this because they say The Rock said he got me brutal.
Oh, what you mean?
That The Rock has said in an interview is like Black Adam is gonna be brutal and he won't be like the MCU stuff.
Yeah,
It,
that
it,
should be
it,
good.
that because the thing about me since The Rock said that, it's kind of like I'm kind of hyped for the movie because the thing about it is like I was afraid of him of just dumbing down the character. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Sound like Hollywood people sometimes dumb down the character, and for him to say like Black Adam is gonna be brutal, I'm good.
That should be good though.
I'm good with that though, in my opinion. For them to say that Black Adam is gonna be brutal and they're gonna be showing the shackles and slavery that he went through. Sure, that's good. Sure, that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. If they show like flashbacks when he was going through and stuff like that, shoot, I'll be good.
Yeah, that should be good though. No.
That because you look at the Thor franchise,
Mm-hmm.
they never show Thor training growing up. They just show him as grown already know how to use powers. I say, y'all don't got young actors not like that to take just to take Chris Hemsworth's place. Sound like flashbacks they did with kids and anything like that. That would have been good. It show like flashback just how the father had trained all both of them and stuff like that. Sure, that would have been me. And plus the Blue Beetle movie push coming out, HBO Max that coming out, and put the Flashpoint movie might be better than No Way Home. In my opinion, it could be. It could be better than No Way Home. In my opinion, it could.
But yeah, but do you but do you think do you want Ezra Miller to be casted or
Yeah,
them?
it's too late now because that's what that on the movies already filmed. You just want to keep them, and nobody perfect.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Be a do like this to me like in my opinion though like
Yeah,
people talking about get rid of him now, fire him right now. Yes, I kind of agree with that. Get rid of him and fire him, but
but
at the same time though, let him do Flash though. Flash part
yeah,
get huh?
because the thing about if you look at it right,
Mhm.
some of the same people that judging them, talking about some recast them, and them circus not even perfect themselves. The same people that tell some recast them. You go in their past, they wouldn't like it, and just say fire them just for their job if they do something dumb.
Mhm. Yeah, but people talking about we cast him, but no. I'm gonna say like give him like another chance though. Like give him
Yeah,
like two chances though. But hey, about if he did like two chances though, then then take him out though. Like just give him another chance though. You know,
though was
people
like
make mistakes sometimes though.
there was
People
like old cases that said like he forgot to come to court. Though wasn't like new cases. Those like old cases. They're saying.
mm,
Though it wasn't like new cases something that just happened. There was older cases that he supposed to just go to court for, and he forgot to go to court. And, and his assistant failing on that. His assistant failing on that part because think about it. If you supposed to be a Hollywood person assistant, and plus you make that man does not remember to go to court, then you fail as an assistant, in my opinion. Because you're supposed to be able to schedule just your client and your boss day to some point to tell him that he got to go to court. Because you look at Jay-Z, 50 Cent, everybody have assistants that could tell them just when they come to court and stuff like that, and do stuff for them. And do you think do you think, in your opinion, is that that Ben Affleck movie could be better than the Raw Patterson Batman?
But Ben Affleck got a new movie coming out.
Because it said he coming back in Flash 2. Because we know what that means. If he coming back in Flash 2, that means that he might have a movie coming out in the future. And he's the prime Batman, I think, too. Because you remember the Rob Pattinson Batman is Earth 2. And that was some people fail to realize. If Earth 2 Batman, that's the prime Batman. Because you look at it, the Ben Affleck Batman is still the Earth 1 Batman. And WB Discovery, I think, it just might do the Deathstroke versus Batman movie, because if they do that, I'm glad for that. Or they can do like Batman Trap in Arkham, just with Joker and everybody like that. He trapped with Joker, Gator, dang. What's the other villains that Batman have captured that was in Arkham? They killed like Dumb and Dumber, the Crocodile Man, Killer Croc, Sub-Zero, Mr. Freeze could be trapped in Arkham. Because you remember that Zack Snyder has said doing his Batman, like he put his villains in jail in Arkham. He put him on the Arkham, and he could be like lured into a trap in Arkham and trap Batman in there. And they can cast just a new how can I say, just a new Nightwing. Because you look at it, since Ben Affleck older, they could bring in Nightwing, they could bring in Tim Drake, they could bring in Jason Todd. They can say that he's not dead, anything like that. They can do like the sound like the Batman game version of this in the Arkham Knight / Red Hood. They probably can do that just for the next Batman movie. Because you remember the movie, just the Red Hood, just animated Batman movie, just when Jason Todd just was taking over the mobster and bad people and stuff like that. He just be killing everybody. They probably can do that just for the Ben Affleck movie. And they bring in the Blue Beetle too. Remember just the Blue Beetle?
Mm-hmm.
That because they're making that movie, and plus the person that playing Blue Beetle is just Miguel just from Cobra Kai, because he playing Blue Beetle. Because like everybody failed to forget that big old HBO Max is having DC characters coming on there, and Green Lantern is going on HBO Max too. Sound like the lesser known Green Lantern. Sound like let's see, Salmon Bass, Cruz, the lady. They can bring some of the lesser known Green Lanterns inside the series, or just put them up in a mission to save Earth and stuff like that, out in space, and that's good right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just say the big boys just for the movies. Just say the big boys sound like Al Jordan, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, and stuff like that, and Guy Gardner. Save those four just for the movies. The rest of them, just put them in the show. Because like in my opinion, if I was like Tyrese or somebody, if I was Tyrese, I'd take my butt to DC. If I was him. Because think about it, if he want to be John Stewart in the movie, if I was him, he not gonna get no job in Marvel just being a hero or nothing like that. If you look at it. Because think about it, like shoot, he probably could play like a new Green Lantern that was created just for the show. It could be starring him. If you look at the Green Lantern show and stuff like that, they can make a new character just with him as cast to it. And that'd be a good thing in my opinion if they can actually do that. And did you hear about in SimCon is that they had the Flash, they had Zod coming back.
Nah, I ain't heard about that now.
In SimCon, they had rumors of Zod coming back because we all know if Zod coming back, Henry Cavill is gonna have a problem. Because you know Zod is gonna be smarter just than the first time. That he fights Superman and Man of Steel. If he coming back, that mean that Fiora might be coming back too. Because you remember, like the Man of Steel movie, still got some of the best action scenes in superhero history. Because you look at it, it took about 2 or 3 Kryptonians just to slow down Henry Cavill's Superman. It took the big boy and the girl combined together. And do you think the Teen Titans just might cross over inside of movies?
You talking about like in like DCEU?
Yeah.
They might though, but at the same time, like I think like what Walter Hamada said, like the TV show and the movie gonna be connected at the same time though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something like that though. But to me, I don't. To me, hey,
Let's keep them separate. Just keep them separate for a while.
huh?
I would keep Teen Titans separate. I would keep them separate just until the movies get back situated
Yeah.
in DC, because we know like that after the Aquaman movie, DC is gonna be on top. Anyway, because we got Black Adam coming, we got Flashpoint, we got Aquaman, Flashpoint, Black Adam, and Aquaman 2, and we got the shows coming out too. And plus, you know that WB Discovery is working on shows too. Coming in because you know, like WB Discovery will not be sitting on projects. Sound like the last people did though for DC. And and plus I think that, and plus I think like our Man of Steel 2 is coming up, and WB just ain't saying nothing. That's what I think happening. And Henry Cavill come back just with a deal because the people that's over WB Discovery, because that's what they just not follow back Cyborg Ray Fisher. They just not following him back, and they follow back Zack Snyder and his company. And because you know what that means. If Zack Snyder come back, if he make another Superman movie, and that movie end up being good, that Marvel is gonna have some questions because like everybody is gonna be saying talks on why you can't make a big old Hyperion movie sound like the Superman equivalent of Superman Marvel. Hyperion, they didn't even make a Blade movie yet. And Herschel Ali been cast as Blade. And that's why I kind of disappointed in Marvel, because think about it, it's like you cast these people and you don't even be working on projects.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like. Because you look at the Doctor Strange movie, the first on the first one. No, not the first one, but this one. It supposed to be like the first movie supposed to be like scary type of horror type of stuff, and Doctor Strange, and make it kind of grown up, close to the comics. Kevin Feige say no, and he fired a man, and he put in somebody else that made Doctor Strange 1, and Ant-Man 1 is 1 too. That the first Ant-Man could have been better if they would have just kept the same director and writer, Edgar Wright. But I kind of noticed that Marvel don't like to go too dark. Because like I noticed like it sound like the Peacemaker series, if it you could tell the difference in between like a DC project for superheroes and Marvel. You can tell the difference. This part of freedom and everything that people got in WB, because you know WB give their directors and stuff freedom to do their thing, as long as they're close to the comics. Marvel do not, but that's what some people, just for Disney fans, just might sound wrong.
Yeah.
And it sound like Widow. I like Widow, everything like that. That actually the Widow channel, I like her channel, but she kind of defends Marvel just at every turn a lot. She defends Marvel a lot, because they like you can try to explain like some of the movies and some of the WandaVision stuff contradicts the movies. They're making excuse for that. Because you notice like I be on her channel and other people's channels that like MCU fans, and plus I type in the MCU contradict yourself, and every time in the comment live sessions, and plus you probably be in there and they be telling me something. I'm just an MCU hater. I say I'm not a hater. I'm just able to call out. That's what Marvel do. And Philip, on different next Superman movie, who would you like to be Just the next villain.
The next villains.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the next villain is gonna be like the next villain. I'm gonna go with can I say like top three?
Yeah.
Top three. Top three.
Top three or top four.
Nah, top three. I'm gonna say um. dang. I'm gonna I'm gonna say Brainiac.
Okay.
Um, where I don't want Doomsday, and I don't want Doomsday. I'm gonna say Bizarro, something like that.
Bizarro Superman. The
Um,
backwards version of the regular Superman.
and I'm gonna say Lobo, something like that.
Oh yeah, Lobo, the one for space. Who? Oh yeah, I like him. That it supposed to be Jason Momoa supposed to play Lobo, but he already was cast to play Aquaman.
Yeah, and
But the thing is, in my opinion, it's like they stick to get Jason to play Lobo. That on this play that on this pay him to play two characters. And that's it. Uh, because they do it on TV all the time. They do it on TV all the time. The same person just play two characters unless they got somebody new that's involved in it. And they can bring in a talent. You know what I mean?
oh, what about Blood Sports?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Blood
Yeah.
Sports, you know, from the
Yeah.
Suicide
Yeah.
Squad.
Oh yeah. I remember him. Because they said that Bloodsport had put Superman in the hospital. That one of the bullets. With, there's one of the kryptonite bullets that Les Luthor gave him. And kind of thing that on the most villains just don't get is like the kryptonite the kryptonite just don't kill Superman. It don't kill him. It just slows him down a little bit, but they just don't kill him though. And that was some people just fail to realize.
Dude, to be honest, I think he should have like his own TV show, then like Peacemaker have though.
Oh yeah. Because like for me, it's like he was going through redemption in the movie, and they could finish the bigger redemption in the show. I think, in my opinion, and they could have him fighting on the same aliens that was in the Peacemaker show. Remember the aliens that was the Peacemaker show? They could have some of the rogue aliens that was in the Peacemaker show up in Blood Sports, but things but those aliens just had involved and got evil, and they just took over a small town or city. Because you know, like Staryu, I think something like that. There was up at the Suicide Squad that could take over minds. They can do the same thing. Just for like the aliens that was John Cena and them was fighting and Peacemaker, but it just evolved, an evolved version of the aliens, and that was some people fail to realize. Because you look at Wonder Woman 3, if Wonder Woman 3, I think Wonder Woman might be fighting two villains. I think, in my opinion. Because you remember that up in the first Wonder Woman that she let Dr. Poison live, remember? Up in the first Underwood movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think she might be coming back in Wonder Woman 3 as one of her daughters or something like that. Daughters or sons that might be coming back just to try to kill Wonder Woman just off for disgrace for the family, I think. If she have a daughter or a son, I think that Dr. Poison might be might be might be on my opinion training her kids or grandkids to kill just out of poison and stuff like that, in my opinion. Just to be just like her. Just for like the Rob Pattinson Batman, so the second Batman movie, just for Rob Pattinson, do need just like a big Mr. Freeze.
Oh, I saw like the Batman movie, but I got to watch it again though because I saw it though, and I got to watch it again though.
Okay.
To me, like what I think like Robert Pattinson like did okay job though.
Yeah.
But he ain't the best Batman though.
But
Like Ben Affleck.
this what everybody failed to realize. That's not the prime Batman. The prime
Yeah.
Batman is still Ben Affleck, and that what everybody need to realize. Robert Pattinson is Earth 2 Batman. He's not the prime Batman because the prime Batman is still
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, and that what everybody just fail to realize. Because if you look at it, Ben Affleck never wanted to quit to be Batman. It just was some people up on top that just was confused.
And people want Christopher Nolan back as Batman though.
Christopher, no, oh yeah, to be the director, but no, that won't happen because we know, like, Ben Affleck know how to direct good movies. Just use his script. That's all I say. Just use his script. Just use his script for the next Batman movie for him. That's what I say. Because thing like for me, right, what I realized it's all like the studios they know the character more than the actor that actually study it, and that's kind of like failing Marvel right now. And DC and DC, in my opinion, don't need to follow the Marvel formula. In my opinion, please don't follow the Marvel formula because that junk will get you in trouble. Up in the future, the time for character that's rated R and stuff like that would get them in trouble, in my opinion. And do and do you hear about the Transformers movies? Might be that they supposed to have the Predacons coming back. The Predacons and Energons on Transformers.
Not big fan. Not big fan of Transformers, man.
Because they say the new ones might be like multiversal because they bringing the Beast Morphers too. The they bringing the Transformers, I think, and this one and next ones. Devil Optimus Prime that was a big old gorilla. If you saw the show, the Beast Wars Transformers show, they might be bringing that back too. Because anybody, if they bringing in two Optimus Prime, man, so you know the T-Rex They just don't coming back. No, we all know that. And do you think that just in your opinion, right, based based on Marvel, that what you see right now, do you think that Kevin Feige Marvel could make a good rated R movie?
Nah.
Yeah, sure. I said the same thing because the thing about for me is like Marvel had a chance to make it rated R like for Ragnarok, the Thor movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the Thor Ragnarok movie, they could
Yeah.
have made that movie rated R, but it didn't. But they made it a joke, which I didn't like, in my opinion, of them doing that, making them a joke. And that's kind of my opinion that I don't like about Marvel most of the time that they do. It make everything a joke. Instead of them taking it seriously, I think, in my opinion, what they should be doing, it takes us seriously. And kind of like the next thing that I learned about deal with Marvel is like the Blade character. And that's kind of thing I learned about is like I hope Marvel don't mess up the Blade character. I think, in my opinion, because the thing about it is sound like Wesley Snipes made the Blade character iconic. And but I am learning about if Marvel just might mess up the Blade character up in their universe.
To me, I think like Disney gonna make like Blade PG though, but at the same time though, they might put blood or they might not though.
They got to put blood in those since it's a vampire movie. They got to put some type of blood in it because anybody if they don't, the vampire people that look at vampire movies will be on Disney. But if they try to skimp off on certain stuff, sound like for hieroglyphics and stuff like that, sound like dealing with vampires and stuff. Oh man, that and kind of like the Thor fans, because like the bigger reviews I did for the Thor Ragnarok on my channel, I did it live for some of them. Is like for me, in my opinion, I always said that Thor Ragnarok is the worst Thor movie, but it's kind of like I kind of say that and stuff like that, and sound like the MCU fans came for me, bro. I say, how in the world did I say, how could y'all say that that, that big old Thor Ragnarok is the best Thor movie? It's not. Because the best Thor movie is the first one. If you read Thor comics, then you would know that the Thor is that the third one is kind of like the worst Thor movie.
I I forgot to like you're about people getting mad over like Thor 4 Thor trailer of Thor 4 when that
James,
yeah yeah about that girl and dude people who got a YouTube channel
hmm
they got mad because like calling the vote though. I'm like what the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all
no,
never
no,
watched Naruto?
because that's why they're saying that because right, doing that part of the story, Jane not even supposed to be there. She supposed to be on Earth. She's not supposed to be in space at all with her. Because she's supposed to be helping the Avengers on Earth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's not even supposed to be in space. And but you remember that she's still human, remember? And that's space. She's supposed to be dead by now. Thanos. No, not Thanos, but Thor.
No, I know it, but they call him woke though, like woke agendas.
Oh yeah, that because you remember just what Kevin Feige said is that the females is gonna be taking over some of the stuff.
Yeah.
And when they say Jane, and for some people just won't wait until the movie come out for them just to confirm it. Some people are doing it now, even before they see a whole trailer. This me. Wait for the whole trailer to come out, then you judge it. Because you look at it, that is just a teaser. That's just a teaser trailer. And plus that scene, and put that scene there with Jane could have been on Earth and not in space.
Yeah, man. Because like I'm talking about like people who do like drama video though, who don't know what they're talking about.
I don't do drama videos. I just don't do it. That dumb.
Yeah. Those are the people I'm talking about who do drama videos who don't know like Marvel, anime, or comic books, something like that.
Yeah. Because you look at Jane on comic books, she was Thor, but she wasn't Thor for the whole time though. She just been like for temporary. It was temporary, I think. Her powers were temporary. It wasn't like permanent and nothing like that. And that was some people fail to realize if they were actually reading comic books, is that they would know that the powers wasn't permanent. It was temporary. And stuff like that. And some of these people, like I've seen doing drama, half of them suckers don't even know about half of the characters. Some of them. Some of them don't. Because you look at the characters they want, everything like that. I say, oh man. Yeah, because you remember like the Shang-Chi trailer and stuff like that. They were slamming that the Shang-Chi trailer. I say, come on now, people, man, y'all can't be making drama just over the smallest stuff. Because you see something up in a trailer just for Shang-Chi. I say, it's a new character. New characters in the trailers, and they got to get your audience members in. And kind of like for me, right? And just with the Doctor Strange movie come out, and that movie end up being bad. If that movie end up being bad, that Doctor Strange movie, just after all this hype, then I would type on Twitter, change my mind. The Doctor Strange movie was average or bad.
Oh, but think about it. It ain't gonna be bad because like why Rotten Tomatoes gonna pay some people to like hype this movie up though.
Because you remember like Thor 2?
Yeah.
That movie had a whole lot of hype too.
Yeah, because of Rotten Tomatoes though.
No doubt. Because like on the Thor 2 movie before the Rotten Potato had said the movie was bad, that movie had one of the highest hype things going into it. Because you see in the trailer when he knocked out the rock monster and stuff like that, and everybody thought the fighting would have been throughout the whole movie of him fighting the dark elves and stuff like that in the armies, and that didn't happen. it be some mad Thor fans that day because that's what I remember that time. Because the Thor movies, this had all that hype, and they had what's the other movie that had all that hype? Captain Marvel. The Captain Marvel movie just been bad, and how that movie made $1 billion, I don't know. Bad script. That the story wasn't even paced right on some parts, and that movie still made $1 billion. I say the bigger MCU fans really don't got no standards. Because the thing about it, if Captain Marvel was a DCEU film, I would say that movie bad, bro. And kind of like the regular people don't look at it like that, though, in my opinion.
No.
They just look at a movie and just be part of the universe, instead of them judging the merits in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that was some people fail to realize, though, in my opinion. YouTube, Twitch, Philip, I'm about to shut down the stream. I'll be live streaming on Saturday a little bit earlier, like at 10 something.
Yeah.
I'll be live streaming a little bit earlier on Saturday. And YouTube, Twitch, I'll see y'all later and see y'all next time.